You're listening to the MoneyWeb SAFM Market Update podcast.
We've been able to get Johan Brouwer back on a better line to discuss those banking changes that are going to come into effect on Thursday. We're going to take a look at that now. Good evening, Johan. Lovely to have you back. Before we got separated, we were taking a look at some of those changes. What are the changes in a nutshell?
So, Jimmy, as I was saying, as an office, we're not aware of any specific laws or regulatory changes coming into effect on the 1st of May. I have seen an article that was circulated at our office referencing some laws that are coming into effect on the 1st of May, and we did take steps to reach out to the Financial Sector Conduct Authority as well as the Banking Association of South Africa, just to check because we weren't aware. And the response from them as well is that there isn't anything specific new that's come out that's going to go into effect on the 1st of May.
So, Johan, from our side, we also did a bit of digging around that as well, and we saw a couple of things around some of the updates that are happening around things like fee disclosures, account opening policies, fraud protection policies, and even things like deposit insurance limits being increased or being adjusted. Now, obviously, these are policies that banks have had in place. I mean, things like the account opening procedures, banks have had those in place. Is this something more around updates that are aimed at enhancing transparency, if these are the updates that are going to be taking effect come Thursday?
So, as you would know, South Africa was grey listed recently by the Financial Action Task Force. And a lot of the changes that are mentioned in that article related to enhanced customer due diligence, enhanced monitoring of transactions and cross-border transactions, that would fall under the changes that we had to make as a result of us being grey listed and trying to come out of the grey listing. Then some of the other things around fee disclosures, that's always been in place, and the conduct standard for banks issued by the Financial Sector Conduct Authority clearly makes it a requirement that banks clearly inform their customers about their fees and other charges on their accounts at the time of opening, and then regularly throughout the bank-customer relationship.
Johan, let's stick with that grey listing conversation for a second. We know that we had an update around last month, March of this year, around the efforts of grey listing from National Treasury, saying that we're almost off that grey listing. And we know we've got another review sometime later this year. I believe it's in October or so. How prepared are we from just a general perspective? There's so many different divisions, the financial sector, the legal fraternity, the real estate fraternity. Everybody kind of has a role to play there. And I'm wondering if from a security point of view and things like the financial side of it, where you'd be able to shed some light on as the financial ombud, have we seen enough change to confidently say that we've done enough there?
So I must say, as an office, that's not really our point of focus. We focus more on individual complaints that customers make against a financial services provider. But just speaking broadly, I know that the National Treasury and the whole financial services industry, this has been a major point of focus since we were grey listed. And as you said, there was a review that was done earlier in the year, and out of the 26 or so points that needed to be actioned on the Financial Action Task Force list, I think we had sufficiently addressed approximately 22 of those. And I think from what I've seen, National Treasury is confident that the remaining issues will be addressed within the year and within this year, and particularly within this current review cycle that we're in.
Johan, as the National Financial Ombud, I mean, the laws that we currently have and some of the changes that you and I spoke about a little earlier around some of the enhanced due diligence and all of those things that have been in place for the most part, probably just being enhanced a little bit more by the financial sector. Are those sorts of changes the kinds of things that consumers should be concerned about or relieved about, understanding that obviously from a compliance perspective, it does mean that consumers might have to put up more information, but is this not in their best interests?
Definitely, Jimmy. So if you look at our complaint statistics that we receive as an office, particularly the banking division, the majority of those complaints relate to fraud. And these changes that are mentioned in the article around enhanced due diligence will definitely impact fraud, and it would be to the customer's benefit that more stringent measures are put in place for checking when accounts are opened, for monitoring of transactions, for the authorization of transactions, and in that way to combat and assist customers who may possibly fall victim to fraud.
All of these efforts are aimed at protecting you as a consumer. We'll keep an eye on these and see what develops as we go into the rest of the week. Thanks so much, Johan, for those insights. Johan Brouwer, who is the adjudicator for the banking division at the National Financial Ombud, joining us to take a look at some enhanced due diligence adjustments that we could potentially be seeing to banking laws. We're still going to see if those come into effect and if they impact our grey listing.
You've been listening to another MoneyWeb SAFM Market Update podcast, uploaded weekdays at 7 p.m. For more MoneyWeb podcasts, go to moneyweb.co.za or the app and follow MoneyWeb News for daily updates.